Welcome to Health Butts and Guts, on the forefront of intestinal health and nutrition. Tune in with Mel and Kev for enlightening tales of coffee enemas, perennial bleaching, and holistic teachings. Lovely.
Check, check.
Now we're recording. Should I go like this the
Live.
whole time?
I'm holding it in front of your face. Cute.
I couldn't help it. I was just so scared. I was just like, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. I hold it normal now, don't I? Maybe not.
Well, before it was just sitting in front of us, so it was easy to talk, and we didn't have to go back and forth.
Yeah. I think it was just like a full-blown nervous
For sure.
thing that I did. And I'm going to be like, thank you guys for coming. Did you like the launch party?
I did. Yeah, it was so nice. Everyone was so like hyped up and excited and impressed.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I really had a good time. I was very thankful for the turnout. Everyone was so kind, and so like the feedback that we got was overwhelming.
I know. That was just, I think it's a good word. Like, it was very thankful and humbling to just see the people that came and support and just like excited about it. And then even after, like all the people that were reposting and sharing and subscribing and telling their friends, and just even people that weren't there, I don't even know personally, have started following.
Yeah.
And giving feedback. So I think that was great.
Yeah. I did get some feedback on why we're doing this.
Yeah, like when I was talking, I was like, so a lot of you are not sure what we're doing. Actually, probably everyone here.
Everyone's like, yeah, what's happening?
Yeah.
So I guess that's why we're here today.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want to tell you my why, and you tell me your why.
Yeah.
So basically how I feel like it started is when I'm a makeup artist. You know that.
Oh, you are?
But some people had no idea. Literally, there was some people at the launch party that, oh, what do you do for a living? I'm like, people, like, why would I assume that anyone would know what I do?
Yeah, but imagine one day you're going to be like, oh, for a living, I put coffee in my butt. I bleach my tape.
Imagine the reaction. I can't wait for that. Oh, I film it. Don't worry. I'll show you.
It's on YouTube.
Perfect. That's kind of the face that I get too. Like when I told, oh no, I filmed it. If you want to see it, they're like, you did what? But I am a makeup artist.
A very good one.
Oh,
if I may add.
But I am in a salon, and when I'm in the salon, I get to see all walks of life. I mean, I have all female clientele, but I hear the craziest stories. And whether it's people that are asking me, how do I lose weight? I'm going to Vegas in 2 days. Or I have a sore throat and I gargled ginger and horse piss, like.
Ew.
No, they didn't.
Oh, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I feel like I've heard some crazy fads, like dog dewormer, for curing cancer. Like I hear wild things, whether it's a fad, a trend, a holistic remedy. I don't know. I hear a lot of wild things, and I have all my clientele asking me advice on whether I've done these things or not, because I'm open-minded. I'm okay with putting coffee in my butt because I don't feel good. And so when they ask me, I give them my true results or exactly how it's happened to me. And so I wanted to be able to share with everybody exactly what happens. Like if I stick coffee in my butt, there's going to be something weird that's going to come out, and I should be able to tell you. And I want to share with everybody else that doesn't have the opportunity to talk to someone who's willing to do the crazy fads and trends.
Yeah.
Do a 10-day cleanse that I probably would never do, but you would do. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So that's my why. I want to be able to honestly give people feedback on whether this worked for me or not. You know, it might work for you, but I still want to be able to be genuine in my I don't know what the word is, but telling people exactly what went down.
Yeah. I think that's smart because it's easy to just Google something, you know, or hear someone tell you what they did and then you want to pass on that information. But do you truly know if it's good? And would you, like you said, would you do it? So I think that I can't wait to hear all of your stories because I know I've told you some funny stories and I think it's so interesting to hear other people's experiences or perspectives or, you know.
Yeah. So what's your why? Why are you doing this?
The camera is gonna die right now.
Okay.
It's still green though. It's still green. No, wait, did you turn it off?
No, I
Oh.
didn't. I was going to. But-
It's still green, so I think we're good.
okay.
Okay. I don't think we're having technical difficulties, but
One day we'll get a camera guy to help us.
one
with
day,
this.
Kyle,
Kyle.
Bart. Okay. So I love that you're asking this because when we were getting ready to do our photo shoot, Montana was asking me the same questions. He was like, "But why are you guys doing this?" And I was like, "Oh, because, you know, we talked about it and Kelly walked me through my first enema and she was, you know, explaining the benefits of it and I felt so good." And he goes, "Okay, but why? But why do you think like you need to talk about it or you guys need to share this?" And then I just thought about like what this means to me. And before I had cancer, I considered myself to be pretty healthy and like I would veer towards holistic remedies of different things. Like if I had a headache, I would like go take a nap. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't like take pills, you mean?
No.
Like, okay.
And if I had
Right.
like when I would take medicine, it would be like Sudafed or Mucinex or like a Z-Pack or something because I had a gnarly sinus infection that I wasn't able to like get rid of, or I needed to like get something quick and bad, you know, and strong.
Yeah.
Because I was in school and I had finals, you know, stuff like that. But when I was diagnosed, I felt like I had to be reactive to my disease and I had to get treatment like immediately.
So really quick, because some people don't know you as well, what disease? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
so I had stage 3 breast cancer.
Okay.
And so,
I knew that. I just wanted to make sure.
yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you knew. That'd be, we're going to have a little problem. Our next episode is going to be therapy with Mel and Cal.
You don't remember?
So stage 3 breast cancer, and my doctors, just because I have family history, my sister had just been diagnosed, they were making me feel like I had to be afraid and I had to be really aggressive. And so I kept telling myself that, and I kept telling other people too, like I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to get it out of my body. I wanted to treat it and just move forward from it. And like doctors are smarter than I am. There's decades of research and thousands and millions of dollars behind it. So who am I to put my own life in my hands when I can't even like stay on a regular workout regimen by myself without a trainer? You know, so
It's almost like we don't have trust in ourselves to like go and have that. I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying, but yeah,
to be confident, to be like, no, I know my body, I know myself, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, sticking to the gut feeling.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. Exactly.
Yeah. So I went through it, and I even mentored women, and I still mentor women through like getting treatment. And I can't say that maybe if I didn't do treatment that I would be sitting here on this couch with you, or like, I don't know. I can't go back. But I know that I want to clean my body and my life and like my mind, because all of those things were extremely affected by the medication that I was on. You know, like I was slammed into menopause. I had brain fog, all these things. And every time I would get a treatment done, I was always going back to my old self to be like, okay, but what can I do that's healthy? What juice can I drink? What essential oil can I have? You know? And so I was.
Well, the fact that you were going back to that, like, what a strong mindset, though. Because a lot of people don't have that mindset to remind them, like, oh, yeah, let's go back to the basics.
Yeah, exactly. And so now that I'm like out of that intense journey and I'm in the recovery part, I'm like, I want to go back to that. And people always still will come and ask me, like, what did you do for this? Or how do you do this? Or I'm not feeling well. And then I'll give them some tips and tricks. And then they'll come back like, oh, it really worked. Or thank you so much. Or I never knew that. Or I'm just a nerd when I talk about like little
Nerd
interesting
alert.
facts. Yeah. My bird walks. But I literally bought myself this huge book that was just like interesting facts.
Yeah.
And it's just on my heart to want to help people. Like I love to help people and to share things. And if in my life I help one person and it's someone that I don't even know, then like I pray that that's what gets me through the gates of heaven, you know? And every time I've tried to just veer away from what I'm passionate about and like mentoring or speaking or helping or writing, like I always end up back here.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, I'm giving myself my own advice, like listen to yourself, don't fight it. What you're the most afraid of, like run towards, and just being able to do it with someone that is also as equally passionate about it, you know, and like we can have these conversations. And it's cool because our talks are like, we're traveling and we're in a hotel and we're talking how like we can't poop, or, you know, like we're dating someone new and we need to clench and hold in a fart.
No, we're not, Damien. No, we're not. We're not dating anyone new. No, totally.
You know, so I think that being real and raw and just talking about things in simple terms and empowering people to be advocates for themselves is like so rewarding and fulfilling on like
Be human.
Yeah, I was just going to say on like a human level.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that that's my why, and
That's so cool.
thanks.
You're so cool.
No, you're cool.
Well, I was like thinking even like when we said our thank yous at the launch party and my body was literally going into shock. Like I couldn't, like my throat wouldn't work.
I think you did such a good job, though.
But I want to be able to talk to people about this. Like, it was real stage fright. Like, whether I looked okay, like the inside of my body wanted to die.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I wanted you to tell the sweaty armpit
literally,
story.
like, I can't wait to. I was driving to. I'll tell you the sweaty armpit. Like, I was driving to the launch party, and I was so nervous, and I'm like going over my speech. I had this great speech, which I didn't do because I was so scared. But I was like, oh my gosh, why are my armpits soaking wet? Like I'm literally just driving to the event. Like I'm already nervous. So of course I Google it and I'm like, why do you sweat when you're nervous? And your sweat glands are attached to your emotions, your stressors, and your hormones. So of course, like
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, like I was excited, I was nervous, all of the above. So why wouldn't I just thank my body and be like, "Oh yeah, you're working right. Good job, Kel."
Right.
You know, like
I'm flowing.
Like, I'm sure there's been a lot of us that had to at work had to do some form of like a speech, or you had to put out something to where you were so scared. And it's like, why don't we talk about these things that happen before the event? Like, I see these people doing these wonderful things, and oh, you did so good on stage. You did this performance, or you said this, and you looked so natural. And it's like, well, can you talk to me about the real shit that happened before?
Right.
Like, I contemplated taking like a Xanax. I literally don't take Xanax. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I could take a shot. Like, you know, maybe I can I don't know, maybe what if I take a Tylenol, it'll just like relax me since I don't take pills.
Right,
but
right.
all of that thoughts, all of those went through my head because I was like, how am I going to calm myself down to be normal for these people? And these people are my people. So I want to be able to tell you guys, this is real shit. This is what happened to me. Like, my armpits were soaking wet. They smelled like onions. I was so scared to even hug my guest because I was like, oh, great, here we go. And then I think of like my friends that we call it swamp ass, when like you're wearing a skirt and you get up and your undercarriage is a little moist.
Yeah.
Like, that's your body you're probably happy to be there, And it's like, why are we embarrassed about these things? Why aren't we talking and normalizing these things?
Right. And just like embracing it to say, okay, this is how I'm responding and it's okay, and that your body needs to be sweating, that it's not embarrassing and gross. It's like, it's okay to feel that way because you need that adrenaline to get through the stage. Like, I black out when I go to speaking events and I speak and I talk and I get through it. And then I get off stage and people are like, oh my God, you did so well. I was like, did you record it? What did I say? I don't remember anything. Like, please help me, Yes. So it's fascinating how everyone deals with things differently. And I love that we're digging deeper into that and exploring it from the funny, light things or the deeper conversations and then just the everyday little bites of information,
Yeah. And I still want to be called a classy lady, even if my armpits do stink.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll make it a parfum.
Kelly's undercarriage. Bye. Kelly's undercarriage.
Small bass. Comes in a variety of different scents.
Well, I just want to thank our followers that we do have for letting us be vulnerable and sharing these embarrassing moments. And next time when I am on stage, I am going to talk about my armpits because I want everyone to understand and relate what's going on. And I don't want to hide it anymore. Like, the behind the scenes is really, really important to me. It's real life. I feel like everything in the world is a filter right now, and I'm over it.
Me too. But can
I
we still maybe
really
use it? Yeah, it is. It's a good way, I think, to look at this is that it is true. Like, everything is, our lives are behind the scenes. And then when we're performing, people don't really talk about the behind the scenes things. And I think that us having this chance for us to hold that space for our own things and then just our listeners sharing their experiences, their situations, and us just kind of like opening it up because, like you said, we all want to talk about this stuff. We all talk about it in our own different ways, but having a place that you can go to and listen and like have us do the research or bring people on that are the experts that can share that. And just remember that like coffee enemas aren't for everyone. The master cleanser isn't. Like everything isn't for everyone. And there's always like different formulas for every person, know?
And talk about your symptoms. Like, we might have something crazy for you to, try or not try.
Yeah.
But it's okay to tell people, like, hey, I've been having this weird cramping sensation in my labia for,
just in that spot.
Just in that one spot. But why not talk about it? Why live in, like, pain and suffering? That's my worst fear.
I know. It's so sad because, last thing, because I know I go on these bird walks, but I feel like a lot of the times when you have a symptom, right, or you're not sure what's going on and you just look it up really quickly or you go to a doctor and they're like, okay, just treat the symptom, right? And we sometimes are either afraid to find out why we're feeling that way or we just don't give ourselves the time or the confidence to learn why we are having these symptoms. Like, where is the root? Where is it coming from? And do I have to check myself and be like, hey, you need to calm down. You need to stop drinking coffee or you need to stop like binge drinking or doing drugs or like not sleeping well or being on your phone before you go to bed. Like all of those different things that changing your habits and just doing little tweaks here and there can help you. Yeah. It's like we literally only have this one life to live, and I just think we're here on earth to help each other get better through a loving way and not to make people feel ashamed or embarrassed about it, and like we can laugh about it together.
Yeah. So when I pee my pants on stage because I didn't go, you're not going to be mad at me?
I'll pee right next to you.
Hey! Oh, good. Well, I thank you for being open-minded.
I love you, friend.
Love you.
I'm going to be more open-minded with all the stuff you're going to make me do.
I can't wait till next episode.
The first one.
Woo!
All right. I love you. Oh, I would say we should cheers,
Water in a wine glass?
but you can't cheers water.
Oh. You can't?
No, it's bad luck. You
Oh.
can't cheers an empty glass, and you can't cheers with water.
Well, I like drinking this water in a wine glass. It makes me feel fancy.
I know, me too.